Planning a trip to Thailand? Stop scrolling. Here are 20 things I wish I knew before going, from crazy island adventures to street food surprises, and trust me, some of these will save you a lot of money, time, and hassle. Cash is still king. Even though Thailand is modern, many places still only accept cash. I remember going to the Grand Palace without any cash and I had to walk almost an hour just to find a money exchange. Plus, most banks charge around 200 bahts, that's about $5.5 for each withdrawal, so it's really smart to carry cash beforehand. Number 2. Grab is your best friend, but stay alert. Taxis sometimes refuse to use the meter or try to negotiate the price, so the Grab app is a lifesaver. It makes transportation much easier and more transparent, but be careful. In popular tourist spots like Phuket or Krabi, I ran into a lot of scams on Grab. Some drivers asked for double fares, added extra fees, or even just took the ride without moving at all. My advice: cancel the ride immediately and request again until you get a legitimate driver. These save me so much time and frustration. Temples have strict dress codes. When visiting temples like the Grand Palace or White Temple, you must dress respectfully. Covered shoulders and long pants or a long skirt are required. If you show up in shorts or a tank top, you won't be allowed in. I remember at the White Temple, we quickly removed our shawl for a photo, and someone immediately came and started yelling at us. We had to put it back right away. This was a lesson learned. Always carry a lightweight shawl or scarf just in case. It's much easier to stay respectful and avoid awkward situations while exploring these beautiful sights. Street food is incredible. Some of the best foods in Thailand come from the street vendors. Dishes like pao thai or mango sticky rice taste amazing and are very affordable. Often the food on the street is even better than in restaurants. Number 5. Thai food can be very unpredictable. While we started talking about food, let's stay here for a moment. Thai food is amazing, but it can also be unpredictable. While in Phuket, we went for a fancy Michelin restaurant and ended up with food poisoning. We're not 100% if it was the food or the drinks, but the lesson we learned was avoiding cocktails and stick to the sealed bottles. Surprisingly, in our experience, street food was often safer than some high-end restaurants. Always trust your gut and watch how food is handled, even in fancy places. Sometimes the best meals in Thailand are simple, freshly made dishes and directly on the street. Number 6. 7-Eleven is everywhere. Since we're still talking about food and quick stops, let's talk about 7-Eleven. You'll see these stores literally on every corner in Thailand, and I love them. They sell drinks, snacks, quick meals, and even hot food for a very small price. It became surprisingly convenient for us when we needed water or a quick breakfast or a late night snack. Everyone in our family ended up loving it so much, we even joked that it became our lifesaver store. Imagine that. Don't underestimate these tiny stores. They can save you a lot of time and even money, especially in touristy areas. Number 7. Always carry toilet paper. Speaking of little travel hacks, always carry some toilet paper with you. Some public restrooms in Thailand don't provide it, so a small pack of tissues in your bag can save you from uncomfortable situations. That said, we saw a lot of vloggers warning about this, but luckily for us, we actually found toilet paper almost everywhere, so maybe we just got lucky. It's one of those small things that might not always be a problem, but when it is, you'll be really glad you're prepared. A tiny pack takes up almost no space and gives you peace of mind. Number 8. Respect for the king is very important. One thing I wish I knew before going to Thailand is how deeply the monarchy is respected. It's really important not to make jokes or negative comments about the royal family. When we visited Thailand, Queen Mother Sirikit had passed away just a month earlier, and there was mourning everywhere. Photos of her, people praying, and a very solemn atmosphere. It really made us realize how seriously this is taken. Observing quietly and being mindful shows you care about the culture and keeps you out of trouble. Number 9. Night markets are amazing. Night markets are definitely one of the highlights of Thailand. Places like Chiang Mai Night Bazaar offer incredible street food, shopping, and a lively atmosphere. You can really feel the local culture buzzing around you. You'll find everything here from souvenirs to quirky snacks. Sure, some things might be a bit more expensive than regular street food, but the energy and the experience are totally worth it. Bring cash, walk around first to see what's available, and don't be afraid to try unusual foods. Some of our favorite meals came from tiny stalls we almost walked past. Number 10. Tuk-tuks are not always cheap. Tuk-tuks look fun and iconic, but they are not always the cheapest way to get around. Sometimes they charge more than regular taxis, and during peak hours it can be hard to bargain at all. I learned the hard way that it's always a good idea to agree on the price before getting in, otherwise you might end up paying way more than expected. Grab or regular taxis are usually more reliable during busy times. Tuk-tuks are fun for short rides, but always make sure the price is clear before hopping in. Air conditioning is freezing. Thailand is super hot outside, but inside malls, buses, or even some restaurants, the air conditioning can feel like a refrigerator. I was always surprised of how cold it got. Bringing a light hoodie is really useful, or you can even use the shawl you already have from visiting the temples. Layering is key. You'll be comfortable both outside in the heat and inside in the freezing AC. Trust me, the little hoodie or scarf can save you from shivering. The beaches in Thailand can feel almost unreal, like something out of a movie. Places like Maya Bay look exactly like you've seen in the films. Leo DiCaprio was mesmerized, but so was I. The water is crystal clear, the scenery is breathtaking, and it honestly feels magical. We spent 3 days on Koh Yao Yai exploring the island by scooter and hopping between smaller islands. On a local long-tail boat I recommend to do that. It was an adventure we'll never forget. Renting a scooter is a great way to explore at your own pace, but make sure to wear a helmet and drive carefully. And don't miss the island hopping. Some of the hidden beaches are just incredible. Now this one is my favorite. Coconut water is your best friend. Fresh coconut water is everywhere in Thailand, and it's incredibly refreshing. It really helps you stay hydrated in the tropical heat. After a long day in the sun, it feels amazing to crack one open. Honestly, if they hadn't opened it right in front of me, I would have sworn they had added sugar. It was so naturally sweet and delicious. Honestly, I'm still craving it every day. Thailand is not as cheap as you may think. You've probably heard that Thailand is one of the cheapest countries to visit, but that's changing fast. Tourism has grown a lot since my last visit in 2018, and prices have gone up. We paid around $400 per night for some of our accommodations, and I'm not even talking about ultra-luxurious places. Meals can cost $50 or more, and tours sometimes go for $100 or more. That said, don't get scared. There are still plenty of cheaper options. It really depends on the level of comfort you want, and with a bit of planning, you can make it work for any budget. Book accommodations and tours in advance if you can, and check smaller guest houses or local restaurants. They often give you the best value without compromising the experience. Now this one is a deep one. Thai people are incredibly friendly. Thailand is often called the land of smiles, and for good reason. Most people we met were welcoming and polite. A simple smile can really make interactions easier and more pleasant. That said, in some tourist hotspots like Phuket and Krabi, we noticed a tendency for businesses to always push for the highest profit, regardless the service quality. That sometimes affected our experience, but overall, the friendliness and warmth of Thai people really stood out. So be polite, smile, and show respect. It goes a long way. And don't let a few overpriced experiences ruin your impression. Most locals are kind and helpful. 16. Thai massages are amazing. Don't leave Thailand without trying a massage. Thailand is famous for traditional Thai massage. It's relaxing, therapeutic, and surprisingly affordable. Their techniques really impressed me. Even if the masseurs are small, they know exactly what they are doing. Don't be scared if they are climbing on you with their feet or knees. It's all part of the magic. You can also find really affordable options. In many places, a full hour costs less than 10-15 euros. Try different type of massage, like Thai, oil or foot massage. And always check that the place looks clean. It makes the experience even better. Number 17. The humidity is intense. The humidity in Thailand can be overwhelming, especially if you're not used to tropical climates. I'd start sweating within minutes of stepping outside. Light, breathable clothing really helps, and staying hydrated is the key. Wearing traditional clothing, a hat or a scarf can protect you from the sun. Sun cream is your friend here, don't skip it or you'll regret it by the end of the day. Carry a bottle of water, reapply sun cream often, and try to plan outdoor activities for the cooler parts of the day. A little preparation makes exploring much more enjoyable. Another thing to have at you is mosquito repellent. This is essential. Mosquitoes can be quite active, especially near beaches and jungles. Carrying repellent can save you from many bites. It's one of those small things that make a big difference. Thailand is bigger than you think. Thailand is surprisingly diverse. Different regions feel completely different. Northern cities like Chiang Mai have a relaxed cultural vibe, while places like Phuket focus more on beaches and nightlife. Exploring multiple regions really show how varied the country is. For our trip, we did Phuket for 3 nights, Koh Yai for 3 nights, Krabi for 3 nights, Chiang Mai for 2 nights, and Bangkok for 1 night. And it gave us a perfect mix of beaches, islands, and city life. Plan your trip based on the kind of experience you want. Culture, nature, nightlife, or beaches. Moving around might feel hectic, but seeing different parts of Thailand is totally worth it. And that's it, things I wish I knew before going to Thailand. I hope these tips make your trip smoother, more fun and way less stressful. If you've enjoyed this video, please let me know which tip is your favorite and don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next one.